For C corporations, estimated tax is required when you expect the year's tax due to be at least $500. That's the trigger. Once you're in, you generally pay in 4 installments during the year. On the EA exam, they love that $500 threshold because it's simple and easy to miss when you're thinking in individual rules. Corporate installments are due on the 15th day of the 4th, 6th, 9th, and 12th months of the corporation's tax year. For calendar year corporations, that's April 15th, June 15th, September 15th, and December 15th. If it's a fiscal year, don't memorize new dates. Just count months from the start of the tax year. Payment method is another exam favorite. C Corps generally must use EFTPS for federal tax deposits, including estimated tax. There are no corporate estimated vouchers and no paper checks for income tax deposits. A limited exception. If the balance due at the return is under $500, the corporation can pay by direct debit when it e-files the Form 1120. Now the Safe Harbor framework. Each quarter is typically 25% of the required annual payment. Required annual payment is the lesser of two numbers, 100% of current year tax or 100% of prior year tax, or 100% of prior year tax. That's the corporate version. No 90% rule like individuals. And remember, if total tax is under $500, there's no underpayment penalty anyway. Corporate safe harbors have a couple of traps. If the corporation had no tax liability in the prior year, it can't use the prior year safe harbor. Also, the prior year safe harbor doesn't apply if the prior year was a short year, or if the corporation didn't file a return for that year. On the EA exam, those exceptions are often the whole question. If a corporation overpays estimated tax, it doesn't always have to wait for the Form 1120 refund. Form 4466 is the quick refund request for overpaid estimates. 2 thresholds. The overpayment must be at least $500 and at least 10% of the expected tax liability. And timing matters. Form 4466 must be filed before the corporation files its income tax return. Cedarstone Bakery Incorporation. Cedarstone's fiscal tax year ends January 31st. When are the corporation's installment payments for estimated tax due? The options include sets like May, July, October, and January, or the usual April, June, September, and December. Think about it in terms of months of the tax year. The correct answer is May 15th, July 15th, October 15th, and January 15th. Corporate estimated installments are due the 15th day of the 4th, 6th, 9th, and 12th months of the corporation's tax year. The tempting wrong answer is the calendar year set, April, June, September, December, but that only fits a tax year ending December 31st. Summit Harbor Services Incorporation with a fiscal year end of June 30th. When is the due date for filing its Form 1120? The choices include July 15th, September 15th, October 15th, and December 15th. Think about the month after year-end rule and whether June 30th has a twist. The correct answer is September 15th. For most C Corps, Form 1120 is due the 15th day of the 4th month after year-end. But June 30th year-ends are a special rule. The due date is the 15th day of the 3rd month after year-end. October 15th is the common trap if you forget that exception.